eCapitol News Director Sean Ashley has more on developments at the Capitol. Sean, the bills passed this week by the House and Senate only fill part of the current year budget hole. What about the rest?
Well, it's hard to say at this point exactly what is going to happen with the difference between what was originally appropriated to agencies like the Oklahoma Health Care Authority, the Department of Human Services, and the Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services. If you look back at what lawmakers did during the first special session, there was a bit of a cut to the Department of Mental Health and the Department of Human Services. The Oklahoma Health Care Authority received a somewhat larger cut, approximately $15 million. At some point, it seems likely that lawmakers will reconcile what they've done in the second special session with what they did in the first special session and what they did in the regular session back in the spring of 2017.
The governor has been meeting with business and civic leaders along with the legislature. What's come out of those meetings?
Nothing has come out of those meetings thus far, but this is where Governor Mary Fallin says she anticipates calling lawmakers back to the Capitol to continue the second special session sometime in January. What they're hoping to do is reach a bipartisan agreement on a series of revenue-raising measures and possible government reforms, a package that could be put on the floor and passed much like the funding bills were this past week in just a matter of days. Those talks are expected to continue after the holidays, and we could see Governor Mary Fallin telling lawmakers to come back to the legislature and take up those measures.
So what happens next?
Right now, we begin to prepare for the regular session, which begins February 5th. Lawmakers have until January 18th to file their bills for that session while watching to see if that bipartisan agreement can be reached that would bring them back to the Capitol in January to really do two things at once: legislate in the second special session and prepare for the regular session of 2018.
Also, there was a new development Friday regarding former House Minority Leader Scott Inman. Tell us.
Well, put simply, Representative Inman is back. You may recall back on October 25th, Representative Inman announced that he was ending his gubernatorial bid and would resign from the House of Representatives by the beginning of the new year. He indicated on Friday, however, that he intended to return to the legislature for his final legislative session in 2018 while still not continuing his gubernatorial bid.
Sean Ashley with eCapitol, thanks for being with us.
You're very welcome. Merry Christmas.